What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me right here at my YouTube channel. This is where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, and TV shows. And right now I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on Season 2, Episode 3 of Expedition Bigfoot. Now showing on Discovery Plus. And, this wasn't a very good episode. I don't know, guys. I don't know. You guys might have broken the fun. You guys might have ruined my fun. And that's okay. That is okay. I gotta tell you guys, though, first season of Expedition Bigfoot, I loved. I just had a good time watching it. I thought that it was scientifically based. I thought that they were taking it seriously. And yeah, obviously there's going to be scripted moments in any show like this, and there's going to be heightened drama, and there's going to be people asking open-ended questions that can't be answered for the sake of our entertainment. I get that. But I really thought that they were taking this, that they were doing, a legitimate expedition here. After I reviewed the first episode of Season 2, I got inundated by people telling me that, it's probably a hoax. Probably a hoax, LQ. And that's fine. That's fine. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. But this episode wasn't that fun. It just wasn't that fun. So it opens with them, they're chasing down this Bigfoot, right? They hear noises all over them, and they think that there's 3 Bigfoots out there. How they came up with this conclusion, I don't know. But they think there's 3 Bigfoots out there, and one of the researchers, I think it was Ryan, one of the researchers runs after this Bigfoot that he thinks is right in front of him, and he runs after him, and then Maria Mare, she gets mad, right? She gets mad, and she's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? If there had been a big animal there, you could have been in trouble. I could have been in trouble." And it's moments like that like lend credibility to the show for me, right? You had somebody who got mad at somebody because he was chasing something down. And you're like, you put yourself at risk, you put me at risk. She was acting like a real scientist there. And I know she's a real scientist. I get it. And that's another thing that has lended credibility to the show for me, is the fact that she is a real scientist. But she's also around actors. So that, I don't know. I just have a hard time reconciling all that. The next morning, and she finally told him, if you'd been out in the field with me down, looking for the gorillas, you'd have been off the team. And, it was, I don't know. Here's the thing. There's bears where they're at. They're in Appalachia. There's black bears. If you do hear something big moving, don't charge it. I don't know. Don't charge it. Nothing's good. Nothing good is going to come out of that if there's a black bear there. There's a black bear rustling around there. I hear something big. I'm going to go get it. Where are you at, Bigfoot? It's... Oh, crap. My face is gone. It was a bear. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, those are moments that make me feel, was this scripted? Did they know there wasn't a bear there and the guy ran off knowing there wasn't a bear there? I don't know. Next morning they come back, they look for the evidence for the 3 big feet that they think that they heard. There's some interesting conversations and some interesting interactions with each other about Bigfoot. I am entertained by this stuff. Obviously, I review this stuff. I review Expedition Unknown. I review this stuff. I talk about it. I don't know if what I do is actually a review. I just talk about it. But I talk about it. I talk about this stuff, and I enjoy it, even when it's something ridiculous, like the Jersey Devil. And I know the Jersey Devil isn't out there. You know the Jersey Devil isn't out there, but it's fun to watch somebody like Josh Gates search for it. And it's fun to learn the history of the areas that he's at, and it's fun to learn the mythology behind the character, the cryptids that he's searching for. It's fun. I like learning, and I like travel, and I get to do both from the comfort of my living room, watching shows like this. So I like shows like this. I'm entertained by it. And I was relatively entertained by their search for evidence left behind by the 3 big feet that they think that they heard. What I always have a hard time with, though, is people like the lady that they visited in this episode. Remember, they visited a lady who, told a story about years ago. She was in these woods and she saw, they saw something big and black, and it wasn't a bear, and they came back later and they found the footprint and they took pictures of the footprint, and here's the footprint, and oh by the way, there's a little footprint inside this one. And just like deer, fawns follow their moms, what if little baby big feet follow their moms? I don't know. I'm always compelled by photos of Bigfoot, and I'm always interested in video of Bigfoot. So anytime they can track down a witness that has photos or video of Bigfoot, those are the ones I'm interested in. I want them to talk to them. I want to hear the story. I want to see what's happening. I want to see the video and the pictures myself. Footprint pictures don't interest me at all. They just don't interest me at all. I live in a suburban community that doesn't have any wilderness within. There's no wilderness within 5 miles of my house. No real wilderness within 5 miles of my house. Maybe 6. I could go outside in my backyard right now and make a Bigfoot impression in the ground, especially right now. It was raining yesterday. Especially right now, I could. So, yeah. The feet photographs just don't interest me. They never have on any of the shows. So this episode was kind of dull. There was not really any close encounters with the Bigfoot. There was no close encounters. There was no any kind of photography. They didn't talk to any witnesses that had any good photography. We didn't hear any recordings of any responses to their calls. It was kind of a filler episode. And it's funny saying that there's a filler episode in a series like this that typically don't have filler episodes. It's all filler. But this felt like a filler episode. So I didn't care for this episode of Expedition Bigfoot. I've got written right there in my notes, nothing new here. And that's my take on it. There was nothing new here. There's nothing new in this episode. Not even from a Monster Quest, Expedition Unknown. I mean, there's just nothing new here. It's stuff that we've seen before, and we've seen it done better. So, Expedition Bigfoot, Episode 3, Season 2 was a bust. But hey, hope springs eternal. Episode 4 comes out next week, and maybe, just maybe, they'll find Bigfoot. What did you guys think of Episode 3 of Episode 3 of Expedition Bigfoot? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your take on it. And while you're down there, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out a lot of content, and I want to make sure that you're up to date with everything that I'm doing. And make sure that you come back next week for my thoughts on Expedition Bigfoot Episode 4. But in the meantime, I got plenty of other videos to watch. Thank you for joining me here at the OQ Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.